This episode of Roadkill Project's complete resurrection of the Rally Hawk. Alright, everybody. So, Season 5, I think we're on here. Season 4, Season 5, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. We're coming up on the big 5-0. 50 episodes of Roadkill. Beamng Roadkill, to be exact. This ain't the real show. And of course, over the years, we've had plenty of cars in the fleet. We have too many cars in the fleet, and I really shouldn't be doing this, but for episode 50, it's a special episode. We got big plans for it. We're going to be bringing back the 3 originals. The OG Moonhawk, the OG Barstow, and the OG Burnside. Which, when you think about it, last time you've actually seen the OG Barstow was basically when we stole the rear drivetrain out of the car to put onto the Dominator. So right now it has no rear end on the car, no drag slicks, and it may run, I don't know, but that vehicle needs a lot of work. The Burnside is still in use. That was in episode 40. But that vehicle needs work as well. So, next couple episodes of projects, we're going to switch our focus to these vehicles. But we may not only bring back 3 of the OG vehicles, we might do, might do 5, we might do 4. Might be another vehicle that we may bring back. But we're going to switch back and forth from doing the OG vehicles to something else. But the next few episodes, you're going to see these original cars that I built before I started recording the series come back and be worked on, made to be okay. The Barstow's going to take a lot of work because I still want that thing to go fast down the strip. And we have a whole plan with that thing. But this right here is the original Moonhawk, and it probably looks nothing like the original Moonhawk whatsoever. There's probably an extras episode on this vehicle before I did everything that I did to it. So, how this vehicle became what it is, and I don't think it's ever been seen, really. This was just a vehicle that, me and Sean bickering back and forth. Basically, for episode 20... I lifted this vehicle and put off-road tires on it and love the look of it. I fell in love with the look of this vehicle with off-road tires on it. These are the same off-road tires. Sadly, we're not keeping them. But love the look of this vehicle with the off-road tires on it. Looked amazing. And then I thought to myself, why don't I just make this thing into a rally car? And that idea kind of sat on the back burner until Sean took my 6-pack Caldera, lifted it, and put it on off-road tires. And I said, this thing can beat him. And I souped it up to be this. Painted it army green and everything. And this thing was considered restored. No. The transmission sucks. The engine sucks. The tune sucks. The suspension sucks. This thing is pretty bad. So we gotta fix it, and we're gonna get it good enough to where we could drive it to California so then I can work on this thing a lot easier. Right now it's sitting here in Texas. This is the only vehicle over here. I shoved this thing way back in storage because no need for it, really. I didn't need the vehicle, and I had no plans with it until episode 40 came up and I thought of this idea for 50. So let's see if it runs, or runs well, or runs at all. Runs like a dream. Still runs pretty good. Now I know the one thing about this transmission is it sucks off-road, and we're going to be changing that this episode. This thing is no longer going to be a manual. We got to freshen up the tune on it. I might almost just put a new motor in this car after this episode. I don't know. Oh yeah. These flat tires don't help the situation. Oh my god, it just keeps spinning the tires. Let's see, can it do a burnout like this? Yeah, I think we got to put some air in the tires. So you can see the front suspension is completely blown in this thing. How it got like that, I don't know, but I do know that we jumped this thing a lot. Let's put, yeah, 20 pounds in it. See if it improves the handling any. Oh yeah, makes it slide a lot more. And it won't shift. Yeah, it won't shift at all. I'm not even going to attempt to take this thing along our off-road course because it's probably going to go terribly wrong with the suspension being like it is in the front. Yeah, wow, this thing is terrible. Very terrible. These tires are still actually pretty good. Maybe I will keep them. Do feel like I need to get rid of them though. Put something a little beefier on this thing. These are great mud bogger tires though. I will give it that. Okay. So suspension. I'm going to leave the tires, I guess, for the road trip. Maybe we'll put them on. I think I'm going to be returning to this thing and putting in a new motor because I feel like it needs a new motor. This is the original motor that I put in the car. I think it needs it. So maybe we'll put something a bit different in it, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, let's even look at our motor options. Do we even have 342? So the largest engine I put in this thing was a 378 cubic inch V8. I don't think the 454. I think that might be the biggest engine this thing can accept. And a lot of these are all modded engines that don't really work anymore. Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that this episode. But I know for the tune in this thing, I want to put an adjustable rev limiter in it. Maybe rev this thing out to 55, 6,000 RPM. It needs a trans. No matter what we do. It's a built block. That's a good side of it. Side pipes will keep. Supercharger will keep. No nitrous, but I'm putting a 4-speed auto in it. I don't want to, but it's it needs it. Honestly, the car's pretty bad without it. Radiator support. V10 drag radiator. I guess we'll leave that then. Okay. Rally front springs. I want to switch over to the off-road shocks. That might be why this thing isn't as high anymore. Off-road front springs. Could put airbags on it. Control the ride height. Oh yeah, look at how much taller that is. Even an off-road front sway bar. Look at that. Oh, that really pecked up the car. That's good. Oh, and as you can see, there's some frame support for this thing to jump it. I wasn't that bad about this thing. It has power steering. Wow. I really did put a lot into this thing. Alright. Off-road rear suspension all around this turd. And this is how you know that this mod is outdated. The Moonhawk actually recently got updated with a rear sway bar finally. So we're just going to put the heavy-duty rear sway bar on. I feel like the race one won't be really of use with the adjustability. Oh, you can't even see it. Race sway bar. Maybe then it will pop up. Hey, there it is. Alright, well, we'll keep the race one. Now I'm pretty sure that this is going to need, what are the rear gears on this thing? I don't even think I could change them. I don't think I can. No. And I did want to see, what was... Man, there's all kinds of cool stuff for this mod, or for the Mad mod. It's sad that it's not being updated anymore. But you know what, let's see. See how this thing does. I'm pretty sure, yeah, oh yeah, that is stiff. Yeah, that's stiff. Yeah, I think I need to do a good old reset on the tuning for this car. And I don't think that's fixed a thing. Oh no. Maybe. Maybe it has. It did reset my track width. Oh yeah, it made this thing way better. Yes! Gotta adjust the rev limiter and put the track width back out. Oh yeah, it's jumpable again. Oh yeah. Differential ain't happy with this type of transmission. But I think that's just the rev limiter. Increasing the rev limiter will also give this thing a little more horsepower. At least a little bit more top end. Ooh, it didn't end though. Lovely. All right, well, it really takes care of all the big issues. I think we're ready to drive it. At least see how it's going to drive. But I got to do a few adjustments, fix a few things, but we're going to road trip this thing out to California, and we're going to have a little fun with it before the episode's over. And we'll go to the Barstow and see how terrible it looks. Now, this thing has been revitalized. This thing, by far, this is like the greatest resurrection I think we're going to have out of the 3 vehicles. Because this thing was trash, and now it feels great again. It's got decent suspension, it drives way better, the transmission isn't shit, it's got a better tune in it now. I do think it needs a better motor and maybe a little bit more adjustment of the spacers. Fit in the fender flares a little better. It is just way better though. It's not lifted, it's not good, but I think it's definitely off-road worthy. Off-road muscle cars are great, and I can debate that the Moonhawk and the Barstow are great off-road muscle cars. But this thing is at least in good condition. And I might throw some different tires on it for the events that we do for it. Just so then the car can perform a bit better. But the Barstow is in bad shape. Now, if you don't remember, in the episode where we resurrected the Rotson, we now have the farm, which is a storage space for me, as you can see in the road here. But yeah, this is a storage space for cars that, you know, I don't want to keep inside. I keep a lot of the, you know, cars that I care about inside and, you know, near where the house is, but here's just a few of them. Some of them are located back in the field there. Oh, a lot of dreams and things gone wrong. And Tony Fettuccini's here just because we're going to be having that out soon, and I just had that shipped here. We're going to be doing something with the Tony Fettuccini. Part 2 is coming. We're doing something with that thing. But yeah, we got... This is actually the off-road Cornet. I was going to restore this thing to make it into a nice driver and maybe give it to Sean or keep it myself, keep it as a nice driver. But yeah, that project has been since put on a standstill, and it still has a roll cage in it. It has no windows, no nothing. It's just sitting out here, really. Then we got the NASCAR. Never got to do what I wanted to do with this. Maybe we will one day. We got Iris. Plans are there for this thing, just haven't done them yet. Tony Fettuccini. One of my personal Barstows. This was to replace the 6-pack Caldera, actually. And haven't touched it in a long time. And then next to it, as you can see... This is definitely a lawn ornament if you've ever seen one. Yeah, this is the OG Barstow in the condition that it's in. It's not even a roller. It's literally just here. You got to drag it around. There's no rear suspension whatsoever, as you can see. That's on the Dominator. I stole the front tires off of it because we didn't need it. I decided to take the motor out of it because I did have plans to put a new motor in this thing and just... We haven't done them yet. We're going to be doing that soon, though. This thing will be brought back to life, and hopefully I can go 9 8-second passes down the drag strip. Hopefully. with the motor that we're going to put in here. And it's not going to have forced induction. We're going to be doing a nitrous bomb out of this car, but a high horsepower nitrous bomb. So, yeah. This thing is in rough shape, but we're going to make it good again, and we are going to get it to the episode 50 shootout as one of the original cars. But that's going to have to be for another episode. But there's one reason why I bought this place. And this is the reason right here. Right down the road, literally like a 3-minute drive, there's this amazing off-roading spot. Oh yeah, don't hit a tree. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh. Yes. Oh, this thing is so good. So much fun. Oh, this might be where I have to be a little evasive here. This shit is deep. Oop. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Yes! Oh, this is the bad puddle. I'm going the wrong way. Let's lock the diff. Oh! Oh, this might be a shaky spot. Yes! Oh! Little dent on the fender, but it's fine. The hood does not like this vehicle. Well, there you go. This thing is revived. It is better than it ever has been. I am happy with the OG Moonhawk right here, or the Rally Hawk as its new name has become. This thing is great. I love it. But yeah. We might do another episode, putting a new motor in this thing. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed. And we will see you in the next episode of Roadkill Projects.